right, good job. From vintage clothing to handmade goods and everything in between, there's only one place to find some hidden treasures.
Kevin, live in Sacramento at the World's Worst Expo, where over 240 local small businesses are gathering. Oh my goodness, Ernie.
Did you find anything that you want?
I know.
Star Wars or something?
No, it's not that kind of vintage market tee. Actually, it's stuff that we used to wear. In fact, Casey and Ahmad here are the organizers behind all this, and I want to see your reactions, all of you in studio, because Casey, what is considered vintage clothing?
So by definition, vintage is anything 20 years older. 20 years old or older. So right now we're at 2005.
Oh my gosh. I was in college.
So we're an antique.
2005.
2005 stuff.
I graduated in 2005, okay, and I don't feel like I'm vintage yet. But again, Casey and Ahmad. All right, so thank you so much for having us out. So the actual expo kicks off today at 10 a.m. at the Safe Credit Union Convention Center. How long have you guys been doing this for?
Oh, we've been doing this for a little over 5 years now, going on our 6th year.
And what was the idea for starting this expo? Because you do this monthly, so over 200 plus vendors come together monthly for this. And you said that you had to turn some people away because you have so many and you can't fit them all in. So where do you find these vendors?
Yeah, so to answer your first question, initially the idea was just to kind of have an antique market of sorts, but have it be, you know, just the stuff that we were going to the antique market to see. That was me and the co-founder, Jameson. And sorry, what was the second part of the question?
Where do you find these vendors? Like, how do they all know where you guys are at?
Yeah, so just over the years, our Instagram has grown a lot. Word of mouth spreads, and honestly, we've kept having to get bigger and bigger venues because more and more vendors are popping up in the area, and it's just been kind of a chain reaction of everyone growing with each other.
Absolutely. So Ahmad, when you have all these vendors come out, a lot of them don't necessarily have brick and mortar. So I mean, you're really providing them an opportunity to showcase their business and kind of launch it and get it off the ground, right?
No, yeah, definitely. A lot of people use it as like an outlet. A lot of people have open stores, or they even are in stores with some of their clothes, and it really just like a good way to start up. Because like, if you just have clothes, you can do anything basically. This is like, it shows you if you have stuff people want, you can do anything.
Absolutely. So again, this is a monthly thing that you guys do, but today it kicks off at 10 a.m. and it goes until what time?
6 p.m.
6 p.m. out here at Safe Credit Union Convention Center again. And I mean, this is just getting set up. We still have another hour until it actually kicks off. So we're going to be sticking around. But coming up next hour, do you guys want to do some shopping? Because I have a feeling that many of us in studio have a lot of these clothes in our closet that maybe we could be making some really good money on, right? I mean, so tell me, what would something, just out of curiosity, what would something that, say, was worn in 2005, a t-shirt, what could that go for?
A lot of the stuff out here is pretty budget friendly, you know, no more than $20.
Okay.
Obviously there are some collector's pieces that fetch much higher prices, but I'd say the average piece around 20 bucks.
Okay, awesome. And so if people want to follow you guys on Instagram to follow the World's Worst Expo, how can they do that? What's your Instagram?
Instagram is just at World's Worst Expo. All
Hey,
one
Kev.
word.
Fantastic.
I
And Ash,
say
yes.
it's an honor to be considered vintage, because that means we had some style that people now want to wear. Also, take out your phone and read your text message out loud. I just texted you.
Okay, let me see. All right, here we go. All right.
Oh, boy.
So, Ashley, you said, okay, I'm looking for a crew neck sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll find a lot of them here.
Okay, all
Depending
right.
on what you're looking for. College ones, blank ones, Nike, all of them. Reebok, Adidas, whatever you're looking for.
Ooh.
Okay, so we're going shopping next hour for
Yeah,
you,
find
Ash.
me
And
one,
really
Kev.
quickly, before I send it on back, I got to tell you, Ash, you were talking about Indian in the Cupboard, and I immediately went, oh, I love that movie. These two, I go, have you ever seen Indian in the Cupboard? Give me your reaction.
I was like, what?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it. If that doesn't make you feel vintage too, I don't know what it
Right.
is.
Thank you, Kevin. It was an honor to be called vintage with clothing, but now I don't know anymore.
Yeah, see, when I said Gilligan's Island, I got the same look from you
But
guys.
Kevin, this is what's wild. I said I liked the book. You said you liked the movie. So that shows the age difference even just between the two of us.
That does actually. That does.
All right, Kev, we'll see you in a little bit. Thank you.